reporting the other day there about Elvis sightings, and I was out there on the road because I thought we'd seen Elvis in the road, and I told the traffic, we'll go around. Elvis is here. We're in the road. We're reporting about Elvis. We believe we saw him out here. Somebody did. And I just told the traffic, well, just go around. Just turn down the other street and go on around. There's a detour. We can work that out. You know. Didn't like that. Matter of fact, I about got ran over. And the officer had to come out there and protect me. Of course, his version of protecting me was to drag me out of the road forcibly, and my camera, too. Good thing I didn't want my camera run over. I was like, run over me, but do not run over my camera because I probably have footage of Elvis on there from some of my Elvis sightings and reportings. Elvis likes to sneak in the background while I'm reporting, so I've been told. I haven't actually seen that, but I've heard that. So anyway, long story short, my Elvis sightings have been quite a ride, and but the police know me, so they're friends. We're all friends now. They all know me. And of course, I make them call me Elvis Jr., which they don't do. They want to go by what my license says. I told them that's wrong and ridiculous. And really inappropriate to my freedom of speech. Really it is. And my right to bear arms. And I told them that. And I have rights, too. You know, just like everyone else. I have a right to be Elvis Jr. And they say, well, it has to say it on the license. And I said, well, I am telling you verbally, and my word is good enough, and that's my freedom of speech. So I'm telling you with my speech. That's my freedom. That's my right by the Constitution. Amendment number 1 of them. And so it is really hard. You know, we just live in a rough society. It is hard to prove you're Elvis Jr. It is hard to convince people you're Elvis Jr. I don't have to prove it. I tell them. It's hard to convince them. They're not believers. Just won't believe. Just stubborn. And it makes my job difficult because I'm out here doing Elvis sightings every day and talking to people and trying to find Elvis and people who've seen Elvis and things like that. It's just rough. They don't treat me with respect most of the time. Sometimes you get respect, but they're usually the older ones, and I don't think they're hearing me in the first place. But at least they're nice about it. And of course, I ask them, you know, would you help a friend out? I'm Elvis Jr. I could use a cup of water, and I don't. Usually don't get a cup of water. One guy gave me a cup of water, but he threw it at me. Felt good, though. It was summertime. I said thank you. And I appreciated that. Told him I appreciated Elvis water. And I went on down the road. Did more Elvis reporting. Well, anyway, boy, it's been quite a ride here. These Elvis days, but it's been good. It's been good experience, good ride, good journey. You know, wouldn't trade it for anything except Elvis. And all right, well, another short report on the Elvis sightings, and I'll be back with you, I'm sure, for another briefing soon about Elvis as we take Elvis to the road, Elvis to the street. That's our mission. That's our mission statement. I really should write that out and hand that to everybody. It's our mission statement. And you always keep the mission in mind when you're out looking for Elvis. Just like the military. The military of Elvis. That's a good club to start. I don't think the government will mind that too much. That's our right to freedom of armies. That's in the Constitution too. Number 20, 30, something, I don't remember. But I'm sure it's in there. I have a copy of the Constitution somewhere, and I'm sure I can find it. So there you go. And if you don't have a Constitution, well, then you can't prove me wrong. Aha! Got you there. So you just got to believe. Just believe. It's simple. Just believe. If you believe, the facts and the proof will come to you. And Elvis might too. And if he doesn't, so will I. I'm Elvis Jr. So that's good enough. Alright. Well, of course nobody's as good as Elvis. I didn't mean that I was as good enough as Elvis. I just mean it's good enough that I come as his ambassador. I am sent as Elvis's ambassador, as being his son, of course, as Elvis Jr. That's why I'm called Junior, because I'm his son. So, At least I think I am. That's what I feel. And here at the Elvis Chapel, that's exactly what I feel like. So, I believe that's Elvis telling me, Dale, you are my son, and you are Dale Elvis Jr. And I'm like, thank you, Daddy. And I will hereby be known as Elvis Jr. I was hoping he'd put like a baton on my head. You are Elvis Jr. christened. Now go out to be my ambassador. But he didn't actually do that. I've been waiting. But in the meantime, I know that's what he meant because I felt it in my heart. And I believe it with my heart. Believe it with my mind and my soul. With everything. Therefore, I go ahead and go out as Elvis' ambassador. Well, thank you for joining me on the Elvis Show. For Elvis time. And don't worry, we'll have Elvis time again, I'm sure. Soon. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss the next episode of the Elvis Show. Or Every Week is Elvis Show, or the Dale Jr. Comedy Show, whatever. It's all the same with Elvis. So long.